Hello, everybody. How are you guys? Tino here, founder and coach at Redefining Self. So today, instead of a live, I've just decided to record a video. And for the simple reason that I want to play a bit of music. Facebook is a little bit funny when you're doing a live and you play music. Okay. And I just have I don't want to call it a presentation, well, because I'll be talking by myself, but yeah, today I want us to just look at the different types of love. I was meant to do an event on my Facebook group last night, and I rescheduled it last minute. So understandably, I had only one person attending tonight. We had a bit of a chat. Thank you, Linda. Then I decided, I've been wanting to talk about this for a while now. So I thought, I've got a bit of time. I can do that now. And I'm hoping that everything is working as it should here, because yesterday I had everything just went down. Both my laptops were, the screens were frozen. I couldn't do anything on it. It was so hard even to do sessions with clients on Zoom. I'll just I just jotted down a few notes so that I don't forget what I want to talk about. I'm just getting everything ready. I hope everyone is having a good time. It's nearly the weekend. Hope you're all enjoying yourselves. I've had a great week. It was a very busy one, but yeah, I had a great week. Just gonna stop the music and just dive into it. Yeah, so I just want to talk about the different kinds of love, and simply because I've seen that there's a lot of misunderstanding in relationships. People misunderstand each other, not understanding the different types of love. If maybe a mother and a son, if the mother is trying to show love to the son, or the son is trying to show love to the mother, then maybe the partner feels threatened, or it can be the other way around, where the son is trying to show love to to his wife, his girlfriend, and maybe his siblings, or his family feel threatened, and then there's conflict. Or maybe you're trying to spend some time with your friends, and then your partner, your husband, whoever, they feel threatened. So and I've seen people that go into like big conflicts because of this. So I just wanted to talk about that, so that we understand that there are different kinds of love, and you shouldn't feel threatened when someone is showing some kind of love to someone, the love that they don't probably share with you. Okay, so I've got a few points jotted down today because I don't want to leave anything out. So, well, I want to talk about the first one. The first one, that when you say the word love, people normally think of the romantic love. You know, that's something that just quickly like comes on top of the head, that love is romantic. You know, that love that is mainly the physical attraction, that the physical attraction that you have for someone. You see someone and you feel butterflies in your stomach, and you probably have a lot of fantasies about that person, and you like the way they talk, you like the way they look, you like the way they dress, anything physical. That's the first one, where you feel the intense, passionate feelings for someone. And there's emotional intimacy between the two people. And you have this desire to be close to that person. And this type of love, I think when I think about this one, it draws me back to the teenage years, when we were girls. You look at a guy, you think, oh, look at him, he's so cool. You like everything about them. Is like you just think everything about them is cool, right? The way they dress, maybe they're wearing the latest, whatever is latest in those days. And you feel this intense emotion about that person. That is romantic love, right? Then we've got the platonic love. So the platonic love is the one that we have for our friends. So we thinking, talking about the trust that you have for acquaintances, for other people, like in relationships that are not romantic relationships. And you have this desire to be close to that person. That's why you see, when you have a friend, you've got this love for your friend, but it's not romantic, but you want to be with them, you want to spend time with them, you want to maybe you go out for drinks, you go out shopping, you do stuff together, but this would be someone that the connection there is not that emotional, the intense, the butterflies, like in the romantic type of love. This one is platonic. It's it's love that is based on trust and a deep affection for someone who is not your lover, if I may put it that way. Then we have familial love, right? So familial love is the love that we have for our family members. That's your parents, your siblings, perhaps your extended family. That is familial love. These are the people you share blood. You've heard people talking about love, not love. What do you want to say? People talking about blood being thicker than water. If you've heard that saying before, I know it's quite common when people say, "Oh, blood is thicker than water." You simply love them because they are your family. You share the same blood, as per se. And this love is often unconditional, and no matter what your brother does or what your sister does, you love them anyway because they are family. You know, sometimes they annoy you, you fight, but you still love them. It's unlike when you have, you fight with someone out there. Sometimes you might, hate that person for life. And I know it happens in families as well, the same sort of thing. But familial love is the unconditional love to your family members, to those people that you share ties with, the people that you share blood with. You come from the same roots, if I may put it that way, and you love them because of that, because they are your family. And then we have self-love. Self-love, the love that you give to yourself, right? It is characterized by self-image. And you see self-love everywhere these days. People talk about self-love everywhere. That's the self-image, the self-acceptance. People talk about self-care. And this love, when you love yourself, it's good for you. It's good for your mental and emotional well-being. It allows us to be kind to ourselves and to recognize our own worth. So self-love is another important kind of love, because this is the love that you give to yourself. It's determined by what you think about yourself, how you view yourself, and you're the worth, what you think you're worth, right? Then we've got the fifth one, which is the unconditional love. This one is my favorite, the unconditional love. It's the love that just exists without any conditions. You don't have to do anything to have to gain or to get this type of love. There is no expectations, right? The love, the type of love that we give to our children. You have a child, you don't expect them to do anything or to be anything for you to love them. You just love them because this is your child. Your pets, you just love them. You just love them. They don't have to do anything or give you anything for you to love them, right? It's the love that we give to those to even other things that we deeply care about. So this type of love, I really love it because it takes me back to the love that we were given by our Father in heaven. We don't have to do anything, we don't need to convince God of anything, because we are his children and he just loves us unconditionally. I know the Bible says in John 3:16 that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. So God loved the world. He loved us. He is our creator, and he gave us this unconditional love. He even gave his own Son to die because he loves us unconditionally. It is, that love that is divine, right? And so often this type of love, sometimes there is a bit of confusion with people. Remember when I first talked about the romantic type of love, where you've got these butterflies and feelings and whatever is going on there for someone, and sometimes that is something that happens initially when you meet someone, and somewhere down the line, when the whole atmosphere changes, and after that initial the initial euphoria is all gone, sometimes it goes with that love. with the romantic love, especially when it's not deeply rooted, if there is no solid foundation for that love. But with this unconditional love, you don't have to do anything. If somebody loves you, they just love you. You don't have to do anything to prove anything to them. They decide, they choose you, and they love you unconditionally. It has got nothing to do with anything at all, with what you can do. When perhaps it started off as the butterflies, I keep referring to the butterflies. It started off as that. I keep referring to the butterflies because I have seen so many relationships, so many people, make lifetime commitments in that phase where there is the butterflies. And once the butterflies are gone, they're looking at each other. They're like, whoa, I didn't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I'm with you. And it doesn't end well. But it is that love that grows, love that grows and becomes unconditional. That is the love, the kind of love that survives. If I give an example of maybe these two type of loves, because I believe that what we all need for our relationships to work, for our relationships to survive, we need the unconditional love. We need the a solid foundation. We need the roots to be deeply rooted so that the love grows into the unconditional love for each other. And I believe that I wanted to give an illustration. Like if I light up this paper, it's just going to burn so quickly. No matter how much paper is put, it will burn so quickly, and sometimes that is the kind of love that people build on, and there is nothing there to build on, and then in the end it fails. But there is a kind of love that is like when you get those big logs of wood, you put like when you're lighting a fire, big logs of wood, you're looking at, yes, you feel the butterflies and everything, but then you're also looking at the important things as well. You're thinking about the circumstances, where when you meet with a person, think about the circumstances. Think about what that other person expects, what are the expectations? How do you have the same understanding in terms of in terms of family? If you're planning to get married, do you have the same understanding? You look at all those things, you work on all those things. That is like putting those big logs now to make sure that once you set up the fire and after those papers and plastics burn and they light up the big logs, it is going to sustain the relationship. So you have to look at all the things. Everything is important. If the other person says they want kids and you don't want kids, don't think that they are going to change just because you're going to go ahead and make a commitment with them and you think that, okay, at some point they're going to realize it. No, that is the time when you make all those big decisions, and they're important. You think about what is it that you share that is in common, or what you don't share that is not common, to see. Maybe we're talking about your religion, right? someone says they believe in God and the other person says, I don't believe in God, and you try to see that, is this going to work for us? Don't think that they're just going to change their mind just because you're now with them, or you make a commitment to them, a lifelong commitment to them. You have to consider all those things. How is it all going to play out? Your everyday life, how is it all going to play out? If you've got a career where think about where you're going to live. Is it possible that you can, live in the same place, or someone is going to have to be somewhere because of their job? Don't think that it's just going to change. They're just going to quit their job. So all those things are the big logs that I'm talking about. And once you set all those and you now see through a similar lens, then you appreciate someone not just because of how they look. And I'm not saying that looks are not important, what you have, the way you dress and all of that. I'm not saying that it's not important. It's nice to look good, it's nice to dress well, and love yourself, be yourself, and enjoy yourself, be comfortable in your own skin. But what I'm saying is that instead of building your relationship from the outside, build it from the inside, right? From the inside out. So that when you look at that person 30 years later, you are grateful that you chose them, right? And you are content, you're loving them unconditionally, and hopefully they will be loving you back unconditionally too. So I also wanted to touch a bit on the familial and platonic love. I'll just touch on that for a bit before I stop the video. If we understand, the love that's the love that we give to our friends, the love that we give to our family members, to our siblings, our parents, our extended family, the love we give to, the people that we call friends, maybe the ones we grow up with, or the people that we call friends at work, it's a different kind of love. And it shouldn't be something that will cause a problem once we get the foundation right with that romantic and unconditional love. Once we get the foundation right, we are not going to feel threatened or insecure if your partner says, oh, you know what, honey, I'm going to go and watch football with the boys. Or, or if your partner says, honey, I'm going to, go with the girls, we're going to go, for maybe you're going to go for breakfast or for afternoon tea or for lunch, whatever it is that you will do with other people, or if you're going to catch up with your sister, you're not going to feel threatened because you've already built the foundation and you know that you can share your space with other people. You've got those networks because, those are your family, those are your friends. You don't have to let them go just because you are now with someone. And if you find someone who wants you to cut all ties, to cut, all your family, cut all your friends, everyone is not good enough to be around you except for them only, then you might want to really think twice before committing to that person. Most likely they would be narcissists, I might say. And you might want to reconsider or get help to understand what you're going through, because that could be the start of a lot of things, including emotional abuse and all those kind of things. So Thank you so much for listening to this video. And if you like it, share it with your friends and family. And if if anything I've talked about raise something in you, raise some questions or something that you think you would like to work on, we've got a very, it's new, but it's popular now at Redefining Self. We've got as an offer that we have at Redefining Self, which is the single sessions, where you can book your 1 hour session with me, one-on-one, and we can start unpacking. We start to map your way forward. And we can talk more about these things and have something that is tailored just for you. Or if you just want to vent, just a session to vent, we can do that as well. Just check on my other posts. I've got the links up there. You book your session, I send you the link, and then we can talk from there. So don't forget to share your thoughts as well in the comments. Share what you think, or if you've got any experiences around these, any of the stuff that I've talked about, share your experiences, what you've experienced when you had the butterflies and all of that. Yeah, share in the comments and let's hear what you think, or what your opinion is, or your advice, if you've got advice on anything. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.